Y'all know what time it is. It's time to get the dogs out. Get these dogs eating, get them fed, and get them cleaned up. This little bad one over here, she just did what she wanted to do. Just now. She always doing something. Let me see something. Let's see how we can do this. Let's see how we can do this. Come on. So as y'all can see, I always go with the same brand of dog food, but I just went with a different taste today. So today, I'm trying this salmon dog food out. And we gonna see how they like the salmon dog food. I think this salmon dog food, I think it's gonna work. I believe they really like it because I gave them a little tester, and they sat down and they ate it. So, and Diego looked like he's waiting on it. And this little one over here, she'll eat anything. Shoot, you give her, you can cook a lizard and she'll eat it. So, yesterday, I warmed everybody. And everybody looking like they feeling a whole bunch better, looking better. Even if they ain't have worms, even if they don't got worms, it's still just good. I worm them once a month. Every month, I worm these dogs. Every month they get wormed. I don't miss a month. And every month they get a penicillin pill just to make sure they system clean and they ain't missing out on that. Making sure they took her this little one her, we still having a rough time potty training her. And that's why I asked y'all, do y'all think breeding dogs is worth it all the time? Because sometimes, boy, it's you gotta have patience with the dog, because if you ain't got patience, then y'all need to be in the dog game, because they keep on, some dogs is different. And I tell people all the time, this is the first dog that I've had this hard of a time potty training. So, but one thing she ain't gonna do is she ain't gonna beat me. I'm gonna get her trained. It's just that, you know, when I was training in jail, I guess it was so easy to potty train because you ain't had nothing to do in there all day. So living was free in there. So I guess since in there living was free, it was easier to potty train because you could take the dog out all day long. Whenever you get ready, you can take the dog out. So in real life, when you start paying bills and it costs to live, you can't be at home 24 hours. You gotta get out, you gotta go to work, and you gotta make money to pay your bills. So maybe that's the reason why I'm having a rough time potty training, because I'm not being able to run her out like I need to run her out. So what I look to happen for the most part is I look for it to happen naturally. I look for it to happen naturally in age, because you know once you teach them, they know. And she a puppy right now, and her hold ain't strong to me, so she to use the bathroom. You ain't getting her out in the right amount of time. You can go and expect her to use it. But the thing is, you don't want no little puppy comfortable with using the bathroom inside of their cages, because puppies are eating. And a lot of people don't think that that's a big deal, but your puppies ain't supposed to be eating. They ain't supposed to be eating. I'm trying to use the professional word on y'all. They feed. What's the word I'm looking for? They ain't supposed to be eating they boo-boo. Basically, they well, I tell you. So one thing I see, they liking this salmon. I can tell that, because everybody eat. Everybody eating it, and they enjoying it. So only problem with this salmon is the biggest bag they got is a 30-pound bag. And that ain't a lot of food when you got the amount of dogs I got. So now, what I always do with this girl right here is I always feed her until she stop eating most of the time, because she a growing puppy. And she'll let me know when she had enough. When she had enough, she won't eat no more. But now the thing about doing that is this. The more you feed them, the more you're gonna have to run them out. And if you're a person like me and you raising dogs, then you know it's a job, because I gotta go to work, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. And it's even like my big dog right here, Diego, he'll eat, but he don't actually eat a lot. You know, he don't eat a lot, so that's a good thing. But he eating portions. So I ain't gonna say it's not that he don't eat a lot. Diego eat portions. So if he eating, he might eat some right now, then he gonna turn around later and he gonna eat some more. Then he gonna turn around later and he gonna eat some more. So with a dog, when you got a big dog like him, you gotta keep food in his bowl, because he gonna keep eating. He gonna be eating. He gonna eat, and he gonna eat whenever he gonna eat when he get ready. So you gotta keep and some food in his bowl, plain and simple. You gotta keep some food in his bowl because he gonna eat. He definitely gonna eat. And then while he eat and while they eat, take me a little time, give me a couple of sets in on my arms. You know, I be trying to work out a little bit. And I'm like, shoot, sometimes I don't have enough time to get my little half an hour, little workout in. I don't do much, I just do a half an hour or so. Cause shit, all I gotta do is maintain it. I ain't gotta do too much building cause I worked out for 11 years straight, so. And anybody that know me when I was in jail, they'll tell you that boy was a workout machine. And you know, so now that I'm out, I just have to maintain it. And just keep it, keep it. And I don't do a lot, I do simple stuff, you know. I just do momentum, just move the weight. A lot of people got certain stuff they do, in certain ways they do. But I don't do the stuff like that. All I do is just move it, just pick it up and move it. As long as you picking it up and moving it, man, you working out, believe it or not. Because as long as you outside and you walking around, you working out. Yeah, as long as you outside and you moving around on a job, you working out. All the time. That's what a lot of people don't know. And a lot of people, I don't know, people work out for different things, so I ain't gonna knock what somebody else work out for. But me, my workout is just to maintain what I already got. And you can see I ain't got a lot of body fat on me. I can use a little bit of gut work. But as long as I just move it around, keep this here, keep this tight, I'm good to go, cause you know I keep a little bit. Cause boy, when you walking these dogs, you gotta have legs, you gotta have your torso, you know, you gotta have your back. Cause they pull, especially big dogs like him and like this little girl, and she get bigger and you train them until you teach them how to directly heel and stay right there. They pull, they walk, they pull, and you gotta teach them against it. Because if you don't, once they get a year old or so, and they doing that pulling, they so strong, you can't do nothing with them. And now, I'm gonna give a shout out to a dude I seen yesterday, Trial and Error. They got barbers, okay? And he said some things that I knew I was right about, and it made a whole bunch of sense. He was talking about how people have dogs at 185 and 200 pounds, and barbers really ain't supposed to be nothing but 150, 160 pounds. Diego was 215 at one time. He was so big he couldn't even fit a collar. That's how I used to know how much weight he was putting on, because I would have to get a different collar because he couldn't fit the collar no more. But I took his weight back down because I knew about the health issues when you got a dog that's overweight. And I know he ain't doing no specific work. But the one thing Diego always have done was exercise, because Diego was my first dog, fresh coming home. And then I turned around and I bought 8 more dogs. And they was puppies. He was still a puppy, but he was way bigger than them because they was 6 weeks old. But as they was getting older, they'd have him out in the yard, they'd be jumping on him, and And you know, he be running around and he be training them. These dogs right here, actually, Queen was one of them. Selena wasn't her yet, but Queen was her. And I had her, and I had Queen, and I had Frank, and I had Leo. I had Red Man. Red Dot wasn't her yet either. Red Man. I had man, I got so many dogs, man. I get to forgetting their names sometimes. Red Man, Frank, Lido, Queen, and I think at that time that was maybe it. Then I turned around and got Red Dot. Then I got Huey. I had got Riley. Red Dot, Huey, Riley. I'm leaving somebody out. Red Dot, Huey, Riley. Who am I leaving out? Okay, you know what? Selena probably made the 8th dog, I want to say. But yeah, that's what I had. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7 dogs. I had 8 of them. I know for sure. Cause I gave one of them away. Okay, that's what it was. I gave one of them. I gave Elena to a kid, to Flo. Okay, that's what that was. I had 8 puppies. But anyway, they used to keep him out in the yard running. I mean, they run. So he always got a good exercise. Like all his life, he had a good exercise. And he getting older, and now you can kind of start seeing him slowing down a little bit. But when you go see the most out of him is when somebody come around that don't belong around, a stranger or somebody knock at the door. That's when you will see his performance. Because if he ain't got no reason to perform, he gonna chill like he chilling. But if somebody knocked on that door right now, he will go and he will go off. He'll show out. I'm gonna let y'all see what I'm talking about. Watch. I'm finna show y'all this. Watch this. What I'm gonna do is I'm finna have somebody upstairs knock on the door, okay? And I'm gonna let y'all see him react to somebody knocking on the door. And right now, it ain't enough people on here, really. Hey, is somebody upstairs in the living room? Huh? Where you at, Beans? Tell Beans to go knock on the door and act like somebody knocking on the front door and say, who is it? So Diego can jump up. Who was that? You see it? Who is it? Who is that? Who is it? Go get him, Diego. Go get him. Go see who it is. Let's go. Come on. Go get him. Go. Let's go. Let's go. Knock on the front door. So that's how you get him active. Good boy, Diego. All right. All right, y'all. All right. All right. All right. Good job. Good boy. Good boy. See, that's how you activate them. Who is that? Go get him. Go watch out. Go watch out. Go. Go. Go watch out. Come on, let's go, Diego. Go watch out. Go watch out. Watch out, boy. Good boy. Watch out. Watch out. Good job. Good boy. Come on. That's how they activate. And so what the way it goes, the way it's set up like what is that? I know you did. Uh-uh. 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 You trying to get in trouble. You trying to get your little butt into some trouble because I know you ain't doing what I think you did. Come here. Watch out, Diego. Come here. You potty tonight. And you know better. Get your little butt in there. Go. Whole time. That's whole time. Now, she in a hole. She used that bathroom. I can see it. And her little nasty butt sat around and ate it. And she just ate 2 bowls of food, so she not hungry. I just gave her 2 bowls of food. Normally, when dog do that, when the dog eat their feces, that's the word I was looking for, feces. When they eat their feces, normally they not getting enough food. And she just do it, she just a dog that just does it. Cause see, she ain't hungry. Look at that. She ain't even eating it. That's another bowl of food. And if she was hungry, she'll smash that bowl of food right now. And I can look and tell that she used the bathroom because it's right there. You can see it clear as day. Her little nasty. She does that out of anger. Cause I know she don't want to be in the cages. But I can't leave her out because if one of these dogs, if I leave her out right now and one of these dogs happen to break out, if one of my girls, watch out, Diego, move back, move it, boy. Diego, move. If one of my girls was to somehow break out of the cage while she out, it'll be a devastating situation. See, because a lot of people don't like kennels. A lot of people against kennels. But what a lot of people don't know is that kennel is for their dog's safety. Because dogs got to be supervised when you got the same, anytime you got the same sex or the same gender, a dog around each other, most of the time, unless them dogs got an unbreakable bond, which you will notice, if they don't got that, then what'll happen is one go attack the other, or they gonna attack each other, and then that's when you're gonna have a bad situation on your hands. And when you got big dogs, like dogs that's almost 200 pounds, you don't want to run that risk. That ain't a risk you want to run. Because if they was all baubles, which see, baubles is a whole different breed of dog. A lot of times they can be raised together and they can be the same sex, different sex, or whatever, and they gonna jam. But when you got baubles, and you got other breeds of dogs. The other breed of dog may not have the temperament of the bauble. A bully doesn't have a bauble's temperament. Okay, a bully has more of a pit bull temperament. And if they get loose and they able to get to each other, then a bully is going to react more on the side of a pit bull instead of a bauble. And so, and basically what I'm saying is, the bully will cause the fight between the pit bull between the bauble and the bully. The bully will be the one that will initiate the fight. And the reason being is it may not be trying to fight the bauble, but with the bauble being a large dominant breed of dog, that bully might just bark too hard, or might just might bite him too hard, and the bully can just be playing. But the bauble temperament is, I'm sorry, the bully, the bauble can be playing with the bully. They can be playing together, and then that bauble being a bigger dog may bark at the bully, and playing, but his bark or her bark is gonna be so deep once they get just her age, cause she ain't number 5 months old. But she got a bark. She got an intimidating bark. She got a bark that will make the bully think she trying to be serious. And then that's where your problem gonna come in at, because the bully only gonna be playing. The bauble only gonna be playing. But the bully gonna look like the bauble trying to get something off on him. So the bully is gonna challenge. The bully gonna take it as a challenge. And then the bully gonna try to shut that bauble down. And if that bauble is old enough, then that bully ain't gonna be able to shut that bauble down. That bully gonna be asking for something that it's not ready for. And the same thing goes with the pit bull. If the bauble play a little bit too rough with the pit bull, it's gonna automatically, the pit bull gonna look at it as it's a challenge. Like, oh, you serious now, and the pit bull is gonna try that bauble. And depending on the experience of the pit bull, only way it's gonna have a chance with that bauble, more than likely, is because that bauble is a puppy. And that's gonna be just about the only way, because really, the baubles don't have to ever have a fight. They just naturally powerful dogs, and once they reach a certain age, or they reach a certain standpoint, they not gonna go. They ain't gonna let that. They not gonna let no other breed of dog really just step on them and have their way. They gonna put up a fight, and they gonna put up a fight to the end. They ain't gonna And the pit bull is a nice, strong dog, and I know a lot of people like pit bulls and stuff because I'm a pit bull fan myself. But I just know when the barber is gonna outpower the pit bull. Even if the pit bull got a super lock, a tight lock, the pit bull can lock and don't lock on the right place on that barber. And that barber ain't gonna do nothing but drag that pit bull and swing him around until he let him go. And once that pit bull let him go, then that barber gonna run that pit bull down in the dirt. Now, like I said, that might not be for all pit bulls. And if your pit bull do take a barber down, it's because you got a bona fide killer. You got a bona fide killer that's experienced and that's done been through this before. But just normally, just out of nature, you know, if we gonna go with nature, and that pit bull ain't gonna be able to do that barber, man. Cause we talking about 200-pound dogs with hard bites. That bites and break bones. These dogs was made to hunt lions in packs. And anything that could take a lion down is extremely dangerous. If it got the heart just to run up on the lion, it's extremely dangerous. Do I think 5 pit bulls could take a lion down? No, I don't think that. Like I said, and if they can, it's because they was bred to do that. They was bred to do that. And so that's gonna be the only way. If it wasn't bred and don't got the experience, a lion can kill 5 pit bulls in a matter of seconds. It won't take long at all. You will look up 1 minute, that pit bull will be getting down, and next minute they all will be laying around. I mean, that's just the truth of the matter. You know, now, one pit bull can take down a wolf. I know a pit bull, the right pit bull will tear a wolf up with no problem. Take a wolf down immediately. But that's a wolf. When we start talking about, you know, lions and tigers and things of that nature, no, the pit bull ain't gonna be able to take it down. You know what I noticed? My channel have slowed up a lot in the last week or so. And I think it slowed up because I had a lot of people complaining and reporting, you know, that the dogs was in cages and they hitting the report buttons, and I think that slowed my channel down because I was doing a lot of views, and lately the views have been really low, but I'ma bounce back. I ain't gonna cry about it. I just know people don't understand the safety of a kennel. Because if I left all these dogs out to just be down here free, and the way they play, they gonna be down here, they gonna end up killing each other. Because they already attack her now because she's so rough. When she play with them, she extremely rough. She plays really, really, really rough. Like, she plays so rough, it's crazy. And they don't know how to play with her without being serious. Like, they don't know how to play with her without getting serious. So I have to watch them. I have to supervise them when they playing. So yeah. And I know I titled is breeding dogs worth it, and I probably ain't said two things about if it's worth getting into the business, but I actually put it in my description that yes, it's worth it. You know, I believe breeding dogs is a real profitable field. It can pay the bills. You know, it can pay the bills, but when you breed them, you want to be breeding them. You want to be doing it right. You don't want to just be taking a dog and just getting them pregnant and just, oh yeah, I got some puppies on the way. Nah, you don't want to do it like that. You want to do it. You want to do it. You want to do it the right way. If you're gonna do it, you want to have them comfortable. You don't want the mama worrying about you don't want the mama worrying about its other dogs in the vicinity, and she never being comfortable because she worried about if the other dogs around gon' get to her puppies. So she ain't gonna never just be mentally comfortable when they know it's other dogs around. So that's the reason why I take my time when I breed, because I know that everything means something. Everything you do gotta be calculated and gotta be on point, because if not, you will end up with a bad situation. A lot of times with dogs, and a lot of people, this happens to a lot of people, and you just don't see it. They dogs get into fights, and they get into fights to the point to where they can't break it up, or they end up getting attacked by the dog, by their own dog, trying to break it up. So, you know, it's a job, and it takes you gotta have a lot of courage. You gotta have a lot of heart, because like I said, when the dogs go at each other, if for any reason they decide we gonna attack each other, we gonna fight, that's a hard situation. You know, it ain't easy to break up dogs once they start getting tied up. Once they start getting tied up with each other, then it's not easy to break them apart and make them get along. I mean, to make them stop once they start, once they start here, once they start, come on, sit down, good girl. Once they start, you go, and at that time you into a red zone. That's what I tell people. If they start fighting and they get a hold to each other, now you in the red zone, because you can't just. Yes. Yeah, thank you. Because once they start, you can't, if they recall ain't no good, if you can't make them stop by just using your words, if you can't just say, stop, let them go, then you're gonna have a problem on your hands. Just plain and simple. I don't know no other way to explain it. because you're gonna have to reach in there and you're gonna have to grab that dog and you're gonna have to make that dog stop. You're gonna have to grab, you're gonna have to reach in there and you're gonna have to pull them dogs apart. And I know a lot of times that ain't something females gonna wanna do. So if you're a female and you decide you wanna breed dogs, get a breed that you can handle. And men ain't no different from females. A man will have the same problem if the dogs get into a fight. A man gonna have the same problem. A man ain't gonna be Superman and just jump into it and stop it. Man ain't that tough. They gonna have the same problem females gonna have. But once the dogs go, they go. Once they start, they start. Ain't no stopping them. It ain't gonna be no easy. Ain't gonna be no easy. It ain't gonna be no easy task. It's hard to keep them dogs apart. And I don't care who you are, how much training you do. When you got packs of dogs, if they decide they gonna go at each other, they gonna do what dogs do. And that's just the bottom line. And it ain't gonna be nothing that you and nobody else can do about it. It's gonna be what it be. See, I have to block them from seeing each other. Don't stop them. It's gonna be a hard shot. It was kind of hot outside today. It's warm in here, and I should have had the heat on, so they warm. It ain't hot, but it's warm. But for the most part, these dogs, they live in here, and this they world in here. I let them out. They run around in the yard and do what they do during the daytime. But then at nighttime, you know, they come on in here. And sometimes in the daytime, I have to keep them in because I got neighbors, and everybody don't like dogs. Everybody don't respect the business. So some people this ain't gonna be fun. that you got dogs right next door, especially if they got kids and things like that. They gonna be always worried about their kids in the backyard playing because there's dogs next door. And they always gonna be having this thought of the dogs jumping the gate or getting loose and attacking somebody. So it's a lot to think about when you decide you're gonna breed dogs. And what I learned from my mistakes was, you know, I came home from prison, and I was breeding. I was training dogs. I was training dogs while I was incarcerated. And this how they keep dogs in jail. They keep them in cages. That's what they in. They don't got no big old room to move around, and they keep them in cages. So I came home with that same mentality, like, you know, like I had when I was incarcerated, like I kept them in cages. But I let them out way more. I let them out. You know, and they get more freedom because the truth is this: in prison, a lot of people in prison, they get into dog programs simply because they don't want to be in population. They separate the dogs from population in prison. You know, the dogs got their own. They got their own part of the jail that they be in. And so a lot of dudes, you know, a lot of dudes just have them and don't be training them and don't be, you know, teaching them. They just have them. And you wouldn't believe the turnover in the dog program is really high in jail because they know that people ain't doing that with the dog because the dog might not pass out on the tip. If the dog don't test out, then the dog possibly may go back. The dog may possibly have to go back to the pound or to, you know, wherever the dogs came from, which most of the time be the humane society in their little towns. You know, the dog pound. Come on, girl. Go on up. Outside. Go. Get on. Go. Get out. Here he come. He come. Go on out there with him. So, you know, it's a lot of things to think about when you just jump down and just say, okay, I want to raise dogs. It's not as easy. It's not as easy as a lot of people think. It ain't as easy as people think. At all. It's work. And it's work. It's work. It's like a regular 8-hour job. Yeah, it's like a regular 8-hour job every day. And it's more than 8 hours. It's way more than 8 hours. It's all day long. Actually just made a mistake just now. When I just came out, I ain't put on my doggone dog boots. I put on my boots I put on to walk around in. Cause you got a lot of things to think about when you breed dogs. You got a lot to think about. You gotta be a person. You gotta be a person that's willing to clean. You gotta be somebody willing to clean. That's just number one. If you ain't somebody that likes to clean up, then you don't need to be no dog. You don't need to breed dogs. If you know you lazy and you don't like to clean up behind your own self, don't get no dog. Because you got to clean up. You got to clean your yard. And you got to do this often. You can't have a whole bunch of dogs and they just run out in the yard and just shit everywhere and you don't want to get it up. You want to you think about how dog feces smell, and you can know that that's how your yard gonna smell if you don't clean your yard up. You gonna get that same. That's how your yard gonna smell. It's gonna smell like dog feces. I mean, it's just the bottom line. If you don't clean it, if you don't ever clean your yard up, and you just let the dog use the bathroom and you just leave it out there, and then that's gonna be a problem with your neighbors too. You gotta think about you. You gotta think about your neighbors. You can't just say, you know what, F them, I don't care. Forget them. They don't like the dogs, I don't care. You can't do that because they call on you and report you and all kind of stuff. And the people gonna come out and they gonna look and see what's going on and they gonna make the final decision, and it's gonna be what they feel and not what you feel and not what your neighbor feel. It's gonna be what they feel when they come out to see what they come to see. And believe me, I know because I done been through it. But you see, I still got all my dogs. And, I don't have them problems no more. So everything be cool, work out fine. And now, what I just looked and noticed, I see some blood on the cardboard. So that tells me that she in heat now. So now that's a whole nother situation. When you got boys, and you got girls, and them girls, when you got the boys, and the girl going heat, you got to worry about the boys tripping and challenging each other and wanting to, have a problem with each other because they want to be the mate. They want to be the one the dog choose to mate with. And it's just a lot of different decisions that come with dog breeding. I mean, it ain't everybody think it's just simple, and it's not always simple as it seems. It really ain't. It take work on top of work on top of work. on top of work, and your work don't stop. What's up to everybody that's asking questions? If I don't get to your question right away, it's because you see me doing what I'm doing. But I always look over the questions and I always look over the comments. But if you don't stick around long enough for me to answer your question, then you might think I don't answer questions. But if you ever go back over the video that you asked the question on and you didn't get an answer, if you look at about the time when you asked the question, you will see that I did leave you an answer. It probably just wasn't an answer right at that moment, but I definitely get around to answering questions. Because I understand, people be wanting to know certain things. And like I said, I've been a lot of help to a lot of people with dogs, believe it or not. I know you might look and say, oh, he got some dogs in the cages, and that don't stop me from helping nobody. I mean, law enforcement doesn't even ask me what to do with their personal dogs. And when I had that law officer ask me that one time, it kind of blew me, and it told me that it showed me that the economy is hard because the law enforcement guy, he told me out his own mouth, I want to take my dog to the vet, but I know it's going to cost so much. And I'm looking like, in my mind, I'm like, shoot, you're a police officer. But that told me that, everybody have money problems. It don't matter who you is. Living is expensive. And when you go into dog vets and things like that, that stuff take a lot of money out your pocket. Especially if you have a lot of dogs. Now I know for sure that some people they charge the prices that they charge because they don't know how to do certain things themselves, and a lot of times they taking their dogs to the vet, taking the puppies to the vet. So that's why they probably charge a certain price that they charge. It'll be because it took them so much to have the puppies. And then especially if you buying them breeds that gotta have C-sections in order for the puppies to even come out, that really costs. Like the micro bullies and the nanos, they can't just have puppies just like just natural. They have to have C-sections. And when you start going to the vet, you gotta pick the right vet that know how to cut your dog open right. That's a job within itself. And if you want the job done right, you're gonna have to pay some money. And you're gonna have to figure out what vet is the right vet for you, because it's gonna cost you. It's gonna cost you. It costs the breeder. And that's why when I have puppies, a lot of the work I do myself. I help them have the puppies and all that. And so that's why my puppies don't cost a whole bunch of money, because I don't let it cost me a whole bunch of money. And the puppies come out perfectly fine. They be beautiful, they be healthy, they be nice. So, that's why I don't sit around and tell nobody, oh, well, I want $5,000 for a dog, or, You know, I want 3,000. I don't do that because I don't allow it to cost me a whole bunch of money. And that way, a person can get a good pet and it don't cost them a whole bunch of money. And then outside of that, you can always bring your puppy back and I can do whatever needs to be done. You know, if it needs to be wormed or if it needs to be, see, you hear him over there doing that coughing because he like to eat cardboard. He bad. When I get him out and get him some water and stuff and get him eating and get him right, he be cool. He be all right. And no matter what I do, he go turn up just because he knows. That's just his program. But yeah, but for the most part, I be happy with my deliveries, and I be happy with what I put out because I put out good quality, regardless of what anybody think or what anybody say. You can look at my dogs and it speak for itself. You know that I put out good quality. Now, if I come across a situation that I can't handle, then I will, notify the vet. And if I have to, then I will take that route. But a lot of times, that don't be a problem for me because I keep them together from the jump, and I breed the right dogs together. If I see any health issues out of dog, I ain't gonna breed that dog because what's gonna happen is that dog puppies gonna end up with the same health issues, and a lot of people are just for the money. And I ain't just for the money. I'd rather make money stud my dog out than just always having a litter of puppies. Every time you look up, my dog pregnant and gotta go through, because that's strenuous on a female, believe it or not. It's strenuous when you just got a female just dropping, and you doing it just because you want some money. I ain't gonna do that. And I take pride in not doing that, I take pride in taking care of my dogs to be happy because I ain't got one dog, and my dogs in cages, and you see them. But I can walk up to any one of these cages, and they're gonna be happy dogs. And you gonna be able to look at them and tell that they happy from their movement. They gonna show you they happy. A dog will let you know if they happy or not. Believe me, a dog will definitely let you know if they are happy. If they not happy, you just ignoring the fact. If your dog ain't happy and you acting like you don't know it, you just ignoring the fact. But a dog has ways. It's signs to show you. Okay, this dog ain't happy. This dog ain't digging. It'll let you know. My dogs, I know they in cages, but I also know when I open that door up, only crazy dog I got is this one right here. This one over here, this black one over here. He loves to, his mindset is to come in here and argue with the rest of the dogs. He loves that, so that's just his thing. And he gets all of them going. And you know, that's something that I can't really, I can't take it out of them, because for me to take it out of them, I would have to take it out of them through force, and I would have to basically, literally scare them, or I would have to literally, I would have to abuse them if I wanted them to stop. If I wanted them to stop, I would have to physically abuse them. And I ain't gonna do that. If I can't make them stop, just by telling them to stop, or making him think he gonna be in some type of trouble, then I'ma let him do what he do. Because a lot of times, what people don't know is you can mentally, you can beat a dog mentally. You just gotta know how to deal with it mentally. And if you know how to mentally deal with it, then you can get what you want out that dog. And the most thing you can do is you can really just be happy with them. And I just ordered a few things from Amazon that I'm gonna give them. Oh, shucks. Let me see what I just did. I just did that wrong. So, and then another trick to the, when you got your dogs living, is when you got your dogs kennels and you kennel train them, you gotta always give your dog a treat. When they go in the kennel, or after I get done out here with them, what I do is I always give them a treat. I always keep, you know, some treats like these. This is what I give them. And this'll take them to a happy place, something small like this. This'll make them say, "Oh, right." You know, and it's crazy, but it really works. You ain't gotta do all the stuff you gotta do. You know, you can keep it simple. You can keep it simple. And just give him a treat. But he gonna come in and he gonna go off and he gonna stop once I start getting on him a little bit. Come on, get in there. But after a minute, he'll stop. See, watch this. Hey, eat your food. Come here. Hey, eat. Come and eat. Hey. Hey, go eat. Eat your food. Eat your food. Hey, go eat. Go eat. Go eat. Go eat. See what I'm saying? I can shut it down. Because I know how. And I ain't got to do no physical harm to her or none of that. I ain't got to do none of that. All I got to do really is just tell them. As you see that one over there behind the board, he trying to break the board down right now. He want to be able to see. And how you know he just doing that because when I let him out, he gonna run straight past this dog, and he ain't gonna pay him no mind. He gonna run past him like he ain't even over here no more. You know, so that's I got certain ones though that's gonna stop. Like Cullen's gonna stop right there and gonna argue with him. See, him and Colors, they want to get with each other. What's up, boy? And you see how he is. He happy. He a happy dog. So I don't have to worry about. I don't worry about him, even if he do all that yelling and all that barking and all that, like he want to do something with him. He don't want to. The only time he will is if this dog get a chance, if this dog get a chance to come at him, he'll react on defense. He ain't gonna never do no offense. He gonna react totally on defense. This one right here. He gonna react totally on defense. See, I'm gonna let him out, and I'm gonna let y'all see what I'm talking about. Cause I'm gonna let him out along with her and let him go outside. Go on outside. Go. Get out. Go. Go on outside. Let's go. Go. Get out. Go. Come on. Go. Get outside. Come on. Go. Get. Come here. Get your butt outside. You too. Get. Look, she done got the damn bone. Come here. Go. Get outside. Go. Get on out. Move. Get out. You see what I'm saying? They wild as hell. But she took the bone out the bag. She say, shoot, let me get that. That's her treat for later on. And so I gave them some Simon today. And you see she cleaned that suck out. So you see she got a lot of weight on her. She ain't no small one at all. She got a whole bunch of weight on her. And he got some weight on him too, but I'm getting his weight up. I want him to weigh a little more. But I would never breed him because he got the cherry eye from the bulldog. And so I never take him and breed him because I don't want to have no puppy that's going to have cherry eyes. Because he got cherry eyes. And I took him to the vet and they said they charged me a certain amount of money. They told me it'd be a certain amount of money to get rid of it. Like $600 an eye, I want to say. I believe they told me. And then they told me that with no guarantees come with it, that it won't come back. So I ain't gonna breed him. I just keep him for a long. Because he a protection dog. That's what he do. He don't mind. He don't mind protecting. He don't mind protecting. And then the good thing, what I do like about them is when they get into a situation with an outsider, they gonna work together. It ain't gonna be no going against each other. They gonna go together then. So that's one of the best things I love about them. Yeah, but like other than that, if I don't come in here like now, they don't argue, they don't fight, they don't do none of that crap. They do that once I come in. I don't know why. I couldn't answer you and tell you why. But when I ain't in here, they get along. They don't be in here arguing and buffing and barking. They just don't do that. They do that only when I come in here and I start feeding them. Even when I come here in the daytime, if it ain't eating time and I run them outside, they go out, they come back in, and they be peaceful. They don't be trying to. And this one up here, he don't got no smoke with nobody. Everybody in here like him. He like the little brother that everybody be like, man, gone somewhere. And he'll do all the bouncing. He won't eat with nobody. You know, he ain't gonna eat with nobody. He ain't gonna do none of that. He gonna wanna start something with each other. He the one that love to get the bull crap going, and then he step back and laugh at each other. You know, kind of like the devil. He get them going and say, "Ha, look at him! I got these stupid suckers going at each other." That's what he'll do. And you know he been like that. But then everybody will be in her in the uproar, and won't nobody want him. Everybody in here got somebody that they love to get to. You got colors, and little boy Blue. They love to get to each other sometimes, but most of the time it's the black one over there. He the one that don't get along with nobody, none of the boys except for Crook, this little one up top, my Tiger Stripe Merle. He get along with him fine. Everybody else, he don't like. Anybody else, it's a problem. But he get along with him. Yeah, he get along. Everybody get along with the Tiger Stripe Merle. And I mean literally, like everybody. He's just like cause he the smallest, and he was always the littlest. And everybody deal with him. And nobody want to jump on him. You know, it'll make you say, dang, why don't all y'all get along with everybody? But they ain't gonna do that. They dogs. And they gonna do what dogs do, and you can't expect nothing else out of them other than what you gonna get. And that's gonna be a roof, 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 roof. So I don't never really worry about him, because he really a good guy. He play the bad guy. You know, he played the bad guy role. He played the tough role. He played I want to get in. I want Shorty want to be a thug. You know, but he really don't want to be. He really want to just he want to just play. He really want to play, but everybody don't play. Of course, we know that. I just showed you that everybody don't play, so that disqualify what he want right there alone. They letting him know, like, man, listen, watch out. Don't be out there when we come through, because when we come through and you out there, y'all, you know what time it is. That's kind of how they do with little Crook right here. He the baby brother that's loved by all and hated by none. But this my little guy. This is my little one right here, and he's so athletic. You would think he's small, but he'll be the one that's gonna bite you on your butt, while everybody else bite you on your arms and legs. He gonna attack you and bite you on your behind. And you gonna jump and say, "Oh, shoot!" Yeah, he gonna bite you on your behind. That's how he is. Like I said, he a good dog though. He a good dog. And what I love about him is, I love how his heart stand up on the back of his neck when he want to get into a brawl. When he get juiced up, his heart come up on the back of his neck like I'm trying to think what he be looking like. A hyena, I guess. Yeah, that's what it is. A hyena. That's what I be saying he look like. And I ain't never seen him get into nothing with nobody. So, and personally, I don't think he can roll. I don't think he can roll with none of these, cause they don't do no playing. That's one thing about my dog. If you know what you want a dog for, if you want a dog, depending on what you want a dog for, that's gonna make me decide who to show you is the best to go with. Cause I ain't did all the, okay, he gonna be a working dog, he gonna do this. Cause when you breed dogs, first of all, you gotta know what you're breeding them for. You gotta, cause every line, everything is work. So you can't never say, I want a working dog. All of them working dogs. What is it you want them to work on? It's gonna be your question. Like, what you want? What do you want them to be? A service dog? And then certain breeds are not gonna be allowed to be service dogs. There's some breeds that, if I'm correct, I believe I'm correct. It's certain breeds that you can't take and say, okay, I want him to be a working dog, and then you say he this kind of dog. They gonna tell you, no, we don't allow them to be service dogs. But mostly any breed can be a social, emotional dog. You can most of the time use any breed for that. Because it's gonna be your dog, and you gonna be the person that's getting the social emotion out of them. So you can do that. I believe you can do that with just about any breed. Have a social, emotional dog, or however you say it. But certain breeds too, you ain't gonna be able to do because, and the reason why, more than anything, the reason why you can't do it with just any breed is because every breed is not accepted everywhere. You got a lot of places where the pit bull ain't allowed. So if it's a place where they don't allow pit bulls, then you can't sign him up in that place to be a social, emotional dog, because they don't allow the breed even in a area or in a state. The dog is banned from certain places. So for him to be a social, emotional dog, that ain't gonna fly. Cause unless you go put him on the paperwork as being something other than that. But if you put him on there and you say, oh, I got a pit bull, or I got a certain type of dog, because there's a lot of dogs, when you look up and you do your homework, it's a lot of dogs that's banned in a lot of different places. Like, you got a lot of dogs that they don't allow in certain countries. You got a lot of dogs they don't allow in certain states. And so, if they don't allow that dog in that country or in that state, then of course that dog can't be a working dog for you, because they're not going to allow the dog in the airport or and then how that work, I don't know, because I don't understand how they can look at a dog and say exactly what the dog breed is just because it's what they say. You know, a lot of places will say, oh, that's a pit bull. A lot of places will tell you, oh, that's a pit bull. And you'll be looking at them and you'll be like, how you figure this a pit bull? And they gonna tell you, look at it. And that's like saying a dude that's skinny got AIDS, but he may not have AIDS. He might have cancer. He may not have cancer. He might just be born that way. But that don't matter to the person who gets to say so. Because the person that get to say so, that's all that's gonna matter. Even though it ain't right, it's just like in prison. In prison, they came up with this thing, like people smoke a lot of K2 in prisons. Okay, and the reason they smoke K2 in prisons is because you can't drop dirt for it. They don't have a drug test. Now this is in state prisons. I don't know about the federal system. But in a state prison, they don't have the tests that can test for K2. So, since they couldn't test for it, what they did was they came up with what's called a visual dirty. Meaning the guard can just walk past you and look at you and say, hey, come here. And you walk over to him and say, what's up? And he say, turn around, cuff up. And you be like, cuff up, what I do? He can say, you high. And you can say, man, I ain't high. He can say, oh yeah, you high. And write you up and take you to the hole. But he can't give you no type of drug test to prove you was high. But at the same time, just because he said it, you know, that's what it is. And it's going to stick. And guess what happened then? You can get a 6 month to a year setback. They can keep you in prison for 6 months to a year longer because the guard said you was high just by looking at you. And so that's the same way with dogs when you taking them in the airport or taking them in the stores and it's a work dog and you want it to be a work dog. They gonna look at you and they gonna reject your dog and say, no, that dog ain't what that dog is. And you could be telling them like, man, this ain't a pit bull, this a boxer. Or this Staffordshire Terrier. And Staffordshire Terrier, of course, we know look just like the pit bull twins. But you can't tell the person that's in charge that this ain't what it is. Because they gonna go with what they want to go with. And they gonna say, no, that dog is this, or that dog is that. And you gonna be sitting there trying to tell them, man, look, this ain't what that dog is. And they gonna be, well, that's what it look like to us. And that's what it's gonna say. And y'all know as well as I know that ain't right. That ain't supposed to be like that. But that's how it is. Man, you finna go out next. Chill out. You know what time it is. You know you going out next. Be quiet. And like I said, now, like I tell y'all all the time, I'm gonna show you again. for the people who like to say that, oh man, he got them dogs in cages. I'm gonna let y'all see this with y'all own eyes. This how you know. Watch, you see them two empty cages? They empty right now, right? Now watch this. You see that? And somebody might say, yeah, of course they doing it because it's food. They do it whether it's food or not. That's what they do. This they safe place. This like they house. Just like if I call you and say, hey, somebody in your house, you go hurry up and you go run home and you go see who in your house. And they the same way. They don't have no problem with coming and going back into, like I just said though, I got one. I don't even think I got one, because even Colors, he would go into his house if he ain't have to run past this black dog. As long as he got to go past this black dog, they gonna argue with each other. They gonna always try to fight each other. But you see Crook right there. Crook, that's my cat. And now, most of all the puppies you seen in here, like this one right here, Crook, that I'm finna let out, and then I'm gonna let her out. Crook is Queen's puppy. All these Queen's puppies except for her and that blue boy you just seen go outside. That ain't Queen. That's Queen's nephew. But everything else in her belongs to Queen and Red Dot. And them the two dogs I just told y'all is gonna be their last chance being able to get a puppy out of. And if you ask me, you gonna get one of the best puppies in the world. I mean, that's just how I feel, because they my dogs. But I just know my dog's temperament, and my dogs these are dogs that can actually guard. You know, they actually, these bullies that can guard. A lot of bullies, if they ain't XLs, they can't guard the premises. They too wide, they too low to the ground, and all you gotta do is grab them by their collars, and you can take them and throw them out the door, because they can't, it ain't much they can do. They can't handle, like they can't protect, because they don't have that type of movement. Go ahead. No, go outside. Go. Go on with them, girl. Come on. Let's go. Go on with them. Go on outside. Go. Go on outside, boy. Go. You go too. Come on, girl. Go. Get your little butt out there. Go. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. There you go. Come on. Come here. Get outside. Go. She don't want to go back outside. She thinks she missing something. I guess she ain't missing nothing. But so I'm seeing one thing for sure. I'm seeing that they like this salmon. They like this salmon. And I'm trying to see what she doing. She was in heat too, so the females, when they in heat, they eat, but they don't eat a whole bunch. She wanna have sex. She wanna have sex. She wants somebody to hit that twat, and she ain't ready yet. She ain't ready yet. because she'll go crazy having puppies in her around these other dogs. It would never work. I'm just setting up, I'll be setting up for a disaster to happen. I'll just be waiting and just planning a disaster. So I'm not gonna breed or make them while they in this little small living space. I'm gonna wait until I take them out of here and I get them out and I get them into their dog houses, because the way I keep my dogs, I don't keep my dogs like a lot of people keep their dogs. I ain't no kennel person. Okay, and I've been noticing that like the kennel is just like the new way. That's like the new day and age thing, how people keep their dogs now for the last 10 years maybe. But when you come from where I come from, and you come from the old school with dogs, because I got probably 30 years experience with dogs, they either was in cages or they was in the yard on the chain, you know, with a dog house. That's how I prefer to have my dogs. That's how I had them at first. I had them out in the yard with the ground post, where you cement the post in the ground and then you put them on the chain. That's how I'm used to keeping my dogs. But like I said, it be times when, you know, nowadays anyway, you got certain municipalities and certain places that's not gonna allow you to have nothing but a certain amount of dogs. And even outside of that, they also the way they find out is right through the neighbor. You know, the neighbor pick up the phone and just send some pictures and say, this person got, you know, this amount of dogs, and it's against policy in the area to have, and I want to, you know, report them, and I want to, you know, I want these dogs gone, but they don't know they setting the dogs up to die. You know, cause once you raise dogs for so long, certain dogs just can't go live with no other families. You know, like my dogs, I know I have my dogs for the rest of their life, because they can't go nowhere else and live with nobody else, because they used to being with their pack. They used to be with each other. They not gonna go and be with nobody else. They just ain't gonna do that. You know, the only ones that'll do that will be the ones that ain't been here long. Them will be the only ones that you can go and get, and they can go stay somewhere else. But the ones that's been here since day one, they ain't going nowhere. This what they want, this what they used to, this what they set to. See, a dog like a person. A dog got a mindset. And that's what I be trying to explain to people that don't understand this stuff. A dog got a mindset. And a dog mindset is gonna be just what the words say. It's gonna be set. The dog gonna have, you know, the dog gonna already, he gonna be settled, and no matter, you can take him and put him in a mansion, and they not gonna be comfortable because they not around what they been around all their life. So you can take them and you can get in this big old house with a swimming pool and you can do all that. And guess what? That dog ain't gonna be happy. That dog still ain't gonna be happy because that dog wanna be with his pack. Now, if you bring the whole pack, then yeah, you know, they might be cool because they gonna be doing the change together. But you take one dog by themselves, or you could even take two of them, and they ain't gonna be comfortable with the new environment because they want to be around their pack, and that's just the bottom line. They not gonna want to be around nobody new or none of that. And if you force them to it, then eventually they'll come accustomed to it. But you're gonna have a lot of patience because the dog gonna be acting real weird, and the dog is not gonna be happy with the new environment. Meaning, if that new environment consists of having other dogs in it that's not part of the pack that he used to, they gonna have problems. That dog gonna be fighting. He gonna be growling. You know, he ain't gonna be. He's not gonna be cool. He's not gonna be cool. You know, it's gonna take him time to adjust. Now, I sold Draco to my man's, and Draco left because Draco wasn't here long. I got other dogs that I've actually gave to like neighbors in the neighborhood. And every time I look up, the dog will be back in my yard, sniffing around the garage because he wanted to get back with his pack. He don't want to be where he went to. And I've actually really had these type of situations. Like, I had one dog that I gave away, and the dog literally looked worse. When I seen him, he looked worse than he did before I gave him away. And it was because he was stressed out because he wanted to be back with his pack. He didn't want to be where he was at. He wanted to come home. And you know, and I felt so sorry for my little dog. I wanted to take my dog back. But the guy just insisted on just let him work with the dog and whatever. And he moved, and I don't know where the dog went to because I haven't been in touch with him. So I don't know if he still had the dog or if he got rid of the dog. Because most people get rid of them once they can't get them right after a certain amount of time, you know, because sometimes it takes months. Because when I was training dogs in prison, we had 2 blue pit bulls that had come in. Nice dogs, $3,000-$4,000 dogs, probably more than that. And the dogs didn't eat for about 2 or 3 weeks because they was out of their comfort zone. They was around other dogs that was constantly barking, and they didn't know none of these dogs, so they was just like always on the defense. They was always ready and always wanted to fight because they wasn't in their comfort zone. They wasn't in their safe zone. See, once a dog creates a safe zone for itself, that's where that dog wants to be in. That's what a lot of people don't know too and understand. After so long of living a certain way, that's what they want. They don't want no change. They cool with it. Like my dogs right here. My dogs, you can come and get one of these dogs today, and I guarantee you're gonna bring them back because they are not gonna be willing to get along with where they at. And you can give them steak and chicken cooked. They might not even eat it. They might not even eat it because they used to being where they used to be. You know, it's like a man, when a man break up with his wife, separate with his wife, and he get a new girlfriend, and he immediately moves in with his new girlfriend. It's gonna be messed up. It just ain't gonna feel right to him because he gonna feel like, man, dang, I miss my own kids. I want to be at home. I want to be around my kids, you know. Now he might like the woman and all that. She might be cute. She might be beautiful. She might look better than his old woman, but it's the living things ain't the same. I mean, you know, it's just different. It ain't gonna be the same. So, you know, he ain't gonna feel right. It's gonna take him. It's gonna take that dude. The same thing with a woman. It's gonna take. You know, it's gonna take time to start fitting in and feeling right about it. And then so when you take that and you put it in a dog's perspective and take it out the human realm and put it into the dog realm, you know, it ain't gonna sit right. The dog just ain't gonna be right. Because for one, when you send a dog off, a dog ain't leaving because of a breakup. A dog leaving just because, you know, he don't know why he's leaving. He gonna be just as confused as anybody else. Cause he gonna be wondering why I'm here now, and I've been there for some years, and now all of a sudden I'm here. You know, that ain't gonna sit right with that dog. And you got a lot of people that do stuff like that, cause you know, for some they might move, and wherever they move into, they ain't allowed to have dogs. You know, it ain't no telling what the situation is, but that ain't gonna make the dog say, okay, well, since you can't have me over here, then I'm cool over here. Nah. That ain't gonna make the dog ain't gonna feel like that. The dog gonna feel like, man, I want to go back to where I was at. And sometimes they react in violence. You know, they might bite. They might bite the person. You know. Only chance you got with dogs like that is if it's a dog that's just done been always moved around. And he used to always moving around. If that's what he used to when he goes somewhere new, it ain't gonna mean nothing to him because he used to going to different places. Now, a dog like that, you can move around. But if it ain't a dog that's used to that, then he ain't gonna be okay with all that moving around. You don't want to eat no more, man? You cool? Give me this. He ate most of it, but I've been feeding them way more than I normally feed them, so that's why they ain't eating. He ain't eat the whole bowl. He ate most of it. but he used to he ate as much as he could, so that was cool. That was cool. And then Crook out here, he ain't no huge eater either. And he eats slow. He take his time to eat. He'll bounce around in her and bounce around like he ain't got no sense, but when it come time to him to eat, he take his time. He take his time and eat slow. Yeah, he take his time and he eats slow. Now I'm gonna show y'all, like I tell you, I'm gonna open this up and I'm gonna let her in first. And you see her cage. Watch what she do. And then that other cage up there is Crook's. Crook might not stop because that girl in heat, but he normally will stop right in front of his cage. Let me see. Move, Crook. Come on, girl. Get out of there. You see what I'm saying? You see how she went in there? See what I'm talking about? Cause that's called systematic. That's called when if you ain't got a dog to where you train the dog, then what you got is a systematic dog. They ain't always necessarily gonna just train. They'll be systematic. She still wants some more to eat. I'm gonna give her some more, and then I'm also I'm gonna give this black one over here. I'm gonna give him some more to eat too, cause he still want to eat some more himself. Now, colors barking just because he can bark, cause he ain't eat all his food, so I ain't gonna worry about giving him no more, cause he just barking. He had a chance and he ain't even eat all his food. He stopped, so he didn't want no more. Yeah. He wants some more, so I'm gonna give him some more. That's kind of how I keep this equation calm. Now, like I said, I'm gonna let Crook in, and Crook normally will stop right in front of his cage. Let's see what he do. Shut up. Hey man, see, you just knocked over all the damn food. See how Crook stopped in front of his cage? Good boy. Come on. Ready? Up. Now this sucker hurt. I just gave him a chance. And look what he done. He knocked over all the damn food. He gonna waste. He gonna waste. You just wasted some money. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pick it up, but I ain't gonna give it to him. I'm putting it back in the bag so he'll know that he don't get this. He don't deserve this. Cause he's worried about trying to bark at his brother instead of eat. And he normally don't be trying to trip with his brother. He normally get along and see his brother and don't say nothing to him. But today he wanted to be act different. So, and that's why I tell y'all too, you gotta watch your dog, cause you don't never know when they might decide to do that right there. And he'll be done grab little Crook, and Crook can't do nothing with him. And he'll be done told my little dog up. And I be done had to hurt him to keep him from hurting my little dog, because to me, that's a bully. He bullying Crook. Or he tried to, but Crook reacted perfectly and didn't pay him no attention. Crook kept on going. He ain't stopped to try to argue back with him. So instead of him getting this food right here, he just jacked off his meal. And he ain't gonna get it. And I ain't mad about it. And I'm not giving it to him. I'm gonna take it right in his face and I'm gonna put it right back in the bag so he can see and know that you shouldn't have done that. That was a bad decision. You just jacked off your meal. You just had extras and you jacked it off. So maybe next time he'll be smart enough to do something different. And if not, then he won't be. But I know he did just then. He just jacked off. He just jacked his meal off. And I'm going to take the bowl out. He just ain't going to get it. And if he don't learn from that, and don't decide to do something different, then he's going to jack it off again. Every time. Sometimes you got to make dogs think. Because dogs, believe it or not, a lot of dogs will think if you put them in a thinking position. If you make them figure out they got to think, they'll think. He ain't too well at thinking. And we just seen. He want, hey, you, give me that. You sit down. Why you do that? Why you sit there and tear up my damn bowl like that? Why you do that? Oh, little girl. Move. You ain't gonna chew on that. This is my fishing pole right here. Hey, shut up. Hey. Shut it up. Now, I can definitely make them shut. I can shut them down. They know when I raise my voice, they know what that means. If I raise my voice, they know, like, okay, he tripping, the big dog tripping. I'm the big dog. That's another thing about when you got packs. You gotta be the big dog. Ain't nobody else gonna be the big dog. If you ain't gonna be the big dog, then you can't have no pack of dogs. Plain and simple. Shut it up. If you ain't the big dog, you can't have no pack of dogs. That's just how that go. And you just heard how I just shut everything down. And I can do that anytime I get ready. I just let them do that because that's just they like to do what they be doing. They like making noise at each other. And as crazy as it sounds, as confusing as it might be to you, why would you want your dogs to be arguing? It ain't I want them to be arguing. I just let them, communicate. That's how they be communicating. Cause when I ain't in here, they gonna stop it. They ain't gonna do it. They gonna literally shut down. And she done came out here. What is this? I guess they done drunk up all this doggone water and came out here and put water all on the damn sidewalk. Now I got one more dog left to eat, and that's gonna be Colors. And you go. You just go. And since I'm gonna bring Colors out, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna tie him close, cause him and Colors is definitely they'll have a shootout. These two, him and Colors, I bring Colors by. I don't ever underestimate what can happen, cause he could get lucky and get a lucky push on the door, and the door can come open, and then wham, there you got it. Ain't neither dog gonna stand down, and I'm gonna have a fight on my hands, and I don't feel like dealing with that, because I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna grab them, because these dogs, once they get going, they get going. They don't care who around. If you touch them, they gonna bite you. And I'm just keeping it real, shit. I ain't gonna act like I'm super dog, and I ain't gonna act like I'm the dog whisperer. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I can't never think his name, but I ain't him. And so, what I ain't gonna do is I ain't gonna is not take the safe route and act like he can't break out. He just might get a lucky push. He just might get lucky. And if he get lucky, there you have it. And Colors ain't gonna never stand down. Colors ain't nothing to play with. This one of my tops right here. Come on. This one of my tops right here. And you see, I gotta pick him up to take him past him. Cause Colors don't mind fighting back. Colors invited. Colors be telling us, come on, son, let's go. And I ain't gonna lie, back in my heyday, shoot, back when me and my guys was young, him and Colors have fought it out. We'd have took them right there in that backyard or probably in this garage, and we'd let them go. We'd let them go. But we stopped doing that a long time ago, cause you know that ain't cool. That ain't cool. Colors did a good job in her keeping it clean. Colors folded up. Colors folded the box up. See, he's so smart. He used the bathroom in here, and I give him enough cardboard to where he folds the box closed, and he don't have to worry about being in it. And believe it or not, that's what all of them will do if for some reason they can't get out in good enough time to use the bathroom. Like he keep his cage super clean. He a neat freak. And I know y'all probably don't believe it, so I'ma show you. I'ma let you see it with your own eyes. He definitely a neat freak. That's his cage. He ain't gonna do no. He don't use the bathroom in this cage. He hold tight. She got her cage together. I had to clean her up a little bit. He got his thing. Y'all see, he don't eat a whole bunch either. He's small, and I be overfeeding him. And they'll stop when they done ate enough, just like she did. And they not small. They totally healthy dogs. They the size they supposed to be. Ain't that right, huh? Come here, mama. What's up, mama? Huh? Come here. What's up, mama? Huh? What's up, mama? Huh? What's up, mama? Huh? What's up, mama? You want to eat? Go eat your food, girl. Go eat your food, girl. Go eat. Go eat, girl. Go eat. Good girl. Good girl. What's up, mama? Huh? What's up, mama? Huh? What's up, mama? Huh? What's up, mama? Yeah. Come here. Come here, girl. Hi, girl.
Hi, girl. Huh? Hi, girl. Yeah. Come here, girl. Hi, girl. Hi, girl. Huh? Hi, girl. Hi, girl. Hi, girl. You see how she do. And that's why I don't take her foods, because they take their time. You see he done went back to monkey see, monkey do. He see her eating, so he eating. And look at his tail. You see that curl he got. That's why I say he looks so much like a hyena. His back right there on his back, where that hump at, it go up. And you see that fold in him. See that? When I put them outside on them chains and put them in them dog houses, then that's when I start making them grow wide. That's when they start getting wide and they getting around the time. And the only problem I got is my doggone neighbors, man. I got neighbors that just, I only got one neighbor though. All my other neighbors, we cool. You know, they come out, talk to the dogs and throw stuff to them. But I got one neighbor that just don't want to get along with the dogs. I got one neighbor that just she tell everything I do. That's why I don't do nothing illegal, because she'll tell on me. She'll have me put in jail. Because she anytime she get a chance, she call and tell. But, you know, I still got all my dogs. They chilling. Ain't that right, Miss Mulatto? Huh? Come here. What's up, mama? Huh? What's up, girl? 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 What's up, girl? You see her, she look like a canine. It's a bully. Look at her. Hey, look up here. Look over here. Yeah, you see that paw? That white sock match. She a beauty. And then that's when her. What's up, man? Huh? What's up, boy? Huh? What you gonna do? Bite my finger off? Huh? That boy gonna bite my finger off, ain't you? Huh? That boy gonna bite that finger off, huh? That boy gonna bite that finger off, ain't he? Huh? That boy gonna bite that finger off. You see that body? Let him see your body. Come here. Let him see that body. That's a body. You see that? You see that body? You see that chest? And boy, come on. What's up, boy? You see him? He's smart too, boy. This my dude here. So, you know, they gonna be outside. The weather finna break. And the only thing I came up with that I gotta do, you heard Color scratching the door. The only thing I can do is I gotta put up a privacy gate. That's my last option to keep this woman out of my business. Hey boy, Color. Come on, Color. You see Color sitting right there at the door, he waiting on me. That's why I tell people, like, he ready. He ready. He waiting on me. Look at him. Come on, Colors. Come on. Colors waiting. He waiting on me. He won't come in. And he ain't hungry because he already ate. So he ain't sitting there because he waiting to eat. He ready to come in. This is safe place. This where he hang at. And I try to tell people all the time, it's in the training, man. You got to know what you doing. Because everybody be, all them dogs in the cage. They, listen, them dogs go in these cages on their own. I ain't got to chase them around the yard. I ain't got to fuss. I ain't got to fight. And every single dog I got do that except for my new puppy.
My Barber puppy, she the only one that don't do that out of every dog I got. All my dogs go in the cage when I tell them. All of them. I ain't got to do nothing but say, get in there. And they ain't even got to say that. They just go in on their own. I ain't shit. Sometimes I ain't got to say nothing. They just go on their own. And I show them. I show people the proof. And what gets me is, even after I show this to people, they still don't respect. Like, they still want to, say, oh, he got them dogs in them cages. And I'm showing you, like, they don't mind it. They ain't worried about being they not worried about being in no cages. That's their crib. They trying to tell y'all like, hey, listen, it's dark outside. It's 12 o'clock. So they cool with being. It's time for them to come on and lay down. And they know in the morning they gonna be right back out. They already know that. And if it ain't early in the morning, it's gonna be right in the afternoon. They gonna be right out. And they gonna run around. They gonna run. They gonna get their energy off. And then they gonna go right back in. I ain't got to chase them. I ain't got to yell. I ain't got to do nothing of that. All I gotta do is open up that door. And they can just walk in and go in their cage. Hey, and you can't get it sweeter than that. I don't care what nobody say. You can't get it sweeter than that. And I don't know too many people that can even do what I do. A lot of people I see it with dogs. They got to chase their dogs around the yards. They dogs take off running. Sure, they gotta yell. They gotta run through dirt. They gotta go through hell and high water to get their dogs. And that's because they not doing proper kennel training. When you send your dog in the kennel or in the cage, you gotta give them a treat. You don't just send them in there and just put them in there. You gotta send them in there with a treat. You gotta show them, that okay, this good. You doing right. You doing what I want you to do. Cause when they know dogs do what they masters want them to do, plain and simple. Ain't no other way to look at it. A dog gonna do what they master want them to do. I'll leave him, because I know he didn't want to eat some more. And I can't leave this in there because he ain't gonna do nothing with it. Tear it up after he get done. But yeah, a lot of times, man, you gotta train. You gotta train your dog to a kennel. You don't just take them and put them in no kennel. I'm finna come and get you. You got a kennel train. Come on. Cause he kennel trained to the fullest. All of them. Shut up. Don't worry about it. You know better. Come on. Good boy. And it's that simple. It's that simple. Kennel training. It's simple, man. You just got to show the dog what you want. And when you show him what you want, that's what he gonna give you. Dog gonna give you what you want. A dog is here to impress his master. That's what dogs do. Dogs impress their masters. If you want the dog to jump rope, you teach him how to jump rope, and he'll jump rope all day for you, because that's what he know you want. So now, like I said, everybody done ate. Everybody, they in a calm state. Now I gotta close their cages up. And after I close their cages up, I'm gonna give them their treat. And I'm gonna burn out. And they gonna be good to go. They gonna be chilling. Ain't gonna be no, I could stand outside their door for an hour and you won't hear them doing none of that barfing and making all that noise like they make. They gonna be quiet, and they gonna sit back, and they gonna chill, and they gonna go to sleep, cause they know it's bedtime. We done did what we gonna do for the day, and we'll do it again tomorrow. It's just like a dog. It's just like, and I know this gonna sound messed up, but a dog is just like a prisoner, except for a dog is okay with it. You know, a prisoner, they prison people and put people behind bars and behind doors for years. And you know, and you don't got no hope of coming out until that day comes for you to be released, if you got a release date. If you don't, then that's something else. That's a whole nother level. But, you know, you gotta stay in there until your release date. Dogs, they adapt to their environment just like people do. And they be cool. Now, if you got a dog that has separation issues real bad, then the only time they should be in kennels is when you ain't around. If you around, the dog should be out with you. He shouldn't be in no kennel or no cage, period. Except for when you gotta leave. And even then, you train them to that. And the way you train a dog to stuff, to them type of situations is, every time you leave, if you gonna get in a car and pull off or anything like that, you're supposed to have that dog cage by the door. If you got that cage by the door, they know when they hear that car start up and pull off, they know they're not gonna see you again until they hear that car pull up and turn off. Then they know you back. And so they know when they going in that cage, they know it's just until they hear that car come back. And once they hear that car come back, they like, okay, he back. And you supposed to go in, and before you take your shoes off, or before you do anything, you should be opening up that cage and letting that dog out. Now, if you got a dog that can see you walk in the house and he lay there and just be cool, then you can buy some time. But if you can't buy no time, if he ain't letting you buy no time, then you gotta let that dog out as soon as you come home. Ain't no ifs, ands, and buts to it. As soon as you pull up, you're supposed to be getting that dog out because that dog got separation issues, and that dog know that you back at home. And when you get there, he always waiting on you to open up that door, open up that cage and let him out. Cause he know, okay, he back home. He here. I'm finna get out. He finna let me out. He finna come in. He finna pet me. He finna give me some food. He finna treat me with all love. You know, they know that. And that's what you're supposed to do. You know? But if a dog got separation issues, you gotta put that dog in the cage when you leave because he gonna turn everything. Who out there, girl? Somebody out there? Who out there? Huh? Who out there? Who out there, girl? You see her looking out that door? She heard whatever she heard out there. She looking at that door. So now, here comes the fun part. Everybody finna get a ball. 6 dogs, 6 balls. Everybody get their ball. Here, boy. Take your ball. Here. Here. Yeah, get it. Everybody got their ball. They good to go. I don't know how it's gonna feel tonight, so I'm probably gonna have to give them a little low heat. I ain't gonna keep it too high. I ain't gonna put it on low. And then I'm gonna keep that garage cracked a little bit for them, so I really can keep it on because I'm gonna give them. Hold up, what I just do? Sure. Okay. So they gonna get their heat. Everybody eat, everybody smashing their bones. They happy. They good to go. They know what time it is. They know I'm finna go. And they gonna lay back and they gonna chill like they supposed to. Take your time back there. Yeah, they know. This a wrap. And we do this every day. Yeah, but the key to it is what? You gotta put some type of love in it. When you doing this, you gotta put some type of love. When you keep your dogs in kennels, in closed quarters, you gotta keep some type of love. You got to give them some type of love. Love is the key. Just like it's the key to everything else. Gotta show love. A lot of people can give a flying hoop about how the dog feel. Me, I know what you gotta do I know what you gotta do to keep them cool and keep them on point. That's all you gotta do though. It's simple. Simple mathematics to this stuff. Simple mathematics. You gotta be craftmatic. And you see they let me leave. And they don't trip. They ain't in there making no noise. Now I fill up the water and get ready for the next set. But before I do the next set, I'm gonna change shoes. Cause I got my little mobbing boots on. My mobster boots. Now Diego more than likely. What did I do with Diego? I don't think I put him up. Nah, I know I ain't put him up. So I don't put him up. Diego might be up starving. Diego, where you at? Diego, come here. Diego. I gotta put him up though, because I gotta get these other dogs out. Come here, Diego. I just called you. Come here, man. Come here. Come on. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come on, boy. Let's go. Let's go outside. Come on. Okay. Come on. I ain't gonna. I was just teasing you. Come on. Let's go. You gotta go in your room. I'm gonna take him in his room because I'm gonna let these girls out first. Come on, boy. Even when I take him to his room, he get a treat. Come on. Come on, Diego. Come on, boy. I know I told you out there, but come on. Go on to your room. I was just joking with you. Go on in your room. Sit down. Have a seat. Sit. Sit down. Here. Take your ball. Well, now I'm gonna let these girls go out. And I gotta see, let me see. She gonna be mad cause they going out before her. But she'll be all right. I should have a bone in her for Red Dot. Yeah, Red Dot got a bone. Red Dot got a bone in her. I'm gonna give him another one. Give him 2 bones. I'm gonna take these girls out. See, she don't like when they go out before her. Hold on, Queen. Stay. Come on. Outside. Oh, shucks. I ain't changed my shoes yet. Hold on, y'all. Let me change my shoes. Hold on. Take 2 seconds. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds. Come on, get back. Little girl, would you be Would you be quiet? Would you be quiet? 'Cause even here, I'll show you with them. All my dogs trained. Every dog I got, kennel trained. Every dog I got, kennel trained. All of them. I ain't got to do nothing but say, get in there. Watch this. I'm going to show you. I'll show y'all how they kennel train. Queen, come on. Go get in there. Go get in there. You see that? That easy. Come here, Selena. Come on, girl. Come here. Come on, Mom. Selena, come on. She ready to go outside. Here, come on. Come here. Come on, Selena. Come on. Come on, Queen. Selena, come on. Go get in there. Come on, little girl. Come here. Come on. I know you ready to go outside. So come on. Go on down there. Go. Let's go. 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 Go down there. Go get in there, girl. Go on in there. Get on in there. See, that's kennel train. That's how you supposed to have them. Come on, let's go outside. Go. Let's go. Come on, Selena. Go. Go upstairs. Go. Come on. Come on, girl. Go ahead. And that's why I tell people that's being kennel trained. Even my dog outside kennel trained. And the trick is, all of them know how to get out. If I say a certain word, they know how to break out. All of them. And you can think I'm playing if you want to. All of them. Even this one right here. If somebody come in this yard that don't belong, he gonna come out of there. He gonna find a way out. He gonna make his way out. And you ain't gotta believe that. You can think I'm just talking. But they gon' hold on, hold it, wait. Go ahead, come on. He gonna find his way out. And see, they in heat, so you see he ain't ate all his food because they in heat. I don't know who that is right there. Who is that? That probably Selena. No, that's him. See, they in heat, so he ain't worried about eating. Because if he was hungry, he would have ate this food. So eating ain't even on his agenda. Having sex is on his agenda. Mating is on his agenda. You see him? Is that the two girls? Who was that right there? Okay, that's Red.